Today, we're exploring the laws pertaining to multiple embryo transfers in IVF and the recent amendments. The legal framework for IVF procedures in India is shaped by several key laws and guidelines. These include Assisted Reproductive Technology Regulation Act 2021, RT Rules 2022, Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021, Clinical Establishments Act 2010, Medical Council of India Guidelines, and Consumer Protection Act 2019 for medical negligence cases. These regulations ensure ethical practices, patient safety, and legal accountability in IVF treatments. To legally perform multiple embryo transfers, IVF clinics must comply with strict registration and licensing requirements. Also, clinics must register with the State Medical Council and the National Art Registry. Separate licenses are required for conducting IVF procedures, embryo storage, and genetic testing. Clinics also need to renew these licenses regularly to maintain compliance. Documentation is critical in IVF, especially for multiple embryo transfers. It includes informed consent forms which must outline the number of embryos to be transferred. The informed consent must include risks of multiple pregnancies and complications. Additionally, the alternative options must be discussed with the patient. The maintenance of records of treatment protocols, patient counseling, and adverse event reporting are mandatory. India has recently updated its IVF laws to enhance patient safety and clinic accountability. Key changes include revised embryo transfer limits, effective from 2023, which amends the under 35 years category of 1 embryo to 2 embryos, the 35 to 40 years category of 2 embryos to 3 embryos, and the above 40 years category to maximum of 3 embryos only. These changes have been brought about to reduce complications from multiple pregnancies and improve success rates. NICU requirements have also been amended, where clinics performing multiple embryo transfers must have NICU facilities for premature births. There has been changes in enhanced digital documentation effective from 2024, which states that consent must now be video recorded for added legal protection. Additionally, there are new insurance guidelines which now cover IVF complications, including multiple pregnancies. This protects patients financially and clarifies liability for clinics. For cases involving personal or religious choices, patients must submit a written request with acknowledgement of associated risks. The documentation must include witness signatures and proof of regular reassessment. The counseling sessions with the patient, including psychological assessments, are now mandatory. This helps patients fully understand the risks and implications of multiple embryo transfers, ensuring they make informed decisions. The legal framework for multiple embryo transfers in IVF ensures ethical practices, patient safety, and compliance with medical standards. Do email us on drlawyerofficial@gmail.com with your queries and feedback.